There's a feature of TodoMVC that you might not notice at first. Have a look at this. Foo bar baz, and I'll check the middle one, and then when I reload the page, it doesn't go away. That's not what we have yet. The reason is because application stores its information about the list items in local storage. That would have been a nice feature to have even earlier as we were developing and the page kept reloading and losing all our input, but it's time to add it now. I'm going to add remembering the list items in the local storage by using a subscription because it lets me show you another important facet of subscriptions. It's going to be persister, and it's going to take key list items and watch state list. Besides subscriptions stopping when they disappear from the list or starting when they suddenly appear, whenever one of the options changes, like state list will, every time we change something about the list, then this watch property will change, and anytime that happens, Hyperapp will stop and restart the subscription with the new options. So that means this part will be rerun every time watch property changes, which means we could simply say localStorage set item options key to JSON stringify options watch. Now this should mean that every item we enter here should be saved in local storage now. We do. List items is the key, and we have the items baz bar foo and done true, true, false. Nice. Okay, now all we need to do is to load it into the state when the app starts. So let's make one we can call ls loader dispatch options. Okay, so let's say let data equal local storage get item options key, and if no data, just return. Otherwise, parse the data and then dispatch options action with the data. That way we could have an effect right at the start that is ls loader key list items and the action state data, which it's the same state as before, but with list being data now. This should work. Foo bar baz. We should reload. Why isn't it working? It's because right when the app first starts up, this is the state that gets set, the empty state. That runs the subscription function, which will save the empty state down to local storage, and then the loader picks it up. So it's never picking up the state we saved before, it's picking up the initial state that we just saved. All we need to do to fix this is to defer saving state in the persister. I'll use request animation frame again. Let's try this now. Foo bar baz. We'll check it and we'll reload. And what do you know? And we could even have it filtered, and because of the URL, if we reload, the filter will apply as well. Now, as before, all we need to do is to clean this up, giving each effect and subscription a nice interface. Cost persister equals key watch persister key watch. And this one const ls loader equals key action. ls loader key action. We can simplify this one. List items. And here as well. And of course, these belong in our IO utility library. So they should be imported in index here. Foo, bar. Why aren't we seeing them? Oh, because we're in the completed filter.